I woke up today to some fantastic news about the One Piece live action. I'm sure you've seen it by now, but here it is anyway. That's right, the live action is releasing in 2023. So sometime within the next year, we will be feasting our eyes on some juicy live action One Piece. Despite only getting these two photos, we can actually deduce a lot of information about the live action from them. The biggest, most important thing we found out from this photo is that they changed something about One Piece. Something unforgivable. In fact, I'd go as far as to say the live action has already failed. That's right, Luffy no longer has the dogs out. Netflix has caged the grippers. All jokes aside, looking at these photos, that seems to be the only thing that's changed about the crew's outfits. I'm actually kind of shocked that they just straight up followed the source material without altering anything massive. And it gives me just a teeny bit more faith in the live action than I already had. And expanding on the note of following the source material, we knew they wanted to follow it very closely, but it was a huge concern how they would adapt certain things like Zoro's third sword and that he fights with in his mouth. Some people thought they might take away his third sword, but now without a doubt we can see he has 3 swords. Another massive thing people are worried about is how the silliness of One Piece will be transferred to live action. And just with this photo, I'm beginning to get a better idea of how they intend to do it. Ever since the live action was announced, people have been asking the same questions, like how are they going to make Luffy's stretching look not weird? Or how is Zoro going to fight with a sword in his mouth and not look weird? Or how are they going to make huge characters huge without it looking weird? But looking at this picture, I can see that they aren't worried about it looking weird. They're embracing the weirdness. Look at my boy Small News Morgan up here. You can see his hat. You can imagine what he'd look like up close in CGI. It's gonna look weird. Look at Zoro's green hair. It's gonna look weird. Look at how the clothing doesn't match their surroundings. Look at how the characters stand. Look at the Going Merry's head. Look at the Straw Hat Jolly Roger. Everything's gonna look weird. Now, don't focus on any one thing. Does the picture itself look weird? No, because when everything is weird, nothing is weird. And that itself is what I'd consider the essence of anime. And if I'm right, and they embrace the strange things in the world of One Piece, they will have captured the essence of anime, and more importantly, the essence of One Piece. I get the feeling looking at this picture that they aren't going to try to dampen the weird aspects of One Piece. They're going to roll with them, use them, to make you feel like you're in a world that's not our own, a world that is One Piece. I think this will be a critical factor that will make this live action adaptation succeed where so many others have failed. Every other adaptation we've seen tries to alter the source material to make it more normal. And in doing so, they lost the essence of the anime they're trying to adapt. So I think, and more so I hope, that this live action doesn't lose the essence of One Piece, and that it beats the odds and defies expectations and becomes a standard for what other live actions hope to become. Okay, kind of went off on a tangent there, but there's a couple more things I want to cover in this video. First up is, there's a small chance we will be getting more news about the live action in March, because today we got some more anime news that is arguably more important than the news I covered in this video. We got the lineup for Anime Japan 2023. For those that are unfamiliar, Anime Japan is the biggest anime event in the world, where more than 100,000 people gather every year. And at this event, a ton of series are announced. So by looking at the lineup, we can deduce what series are getting new seasons or new content in general. And where the live action news might come from is Netflix has a panel at this convention. I have a video releasing in the next day or two entirely about what we can expect looking at this lineup. So subscribe if you want to see that in the future. And the last thing I want to say is, look at my boy Barney Stinson. He's dashing. I hope you've watched How I Met Your Mother. That is not going to make sense. Thank you for watching. Stay slippery. Butter out.